What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Alex's Toy Show Q&A. This is Q&A number 45. How we doing? It's bright and sunny. Love it. Been to the beach. I got a tan. I'm starting to peel already. First question. Jake wants to know who's my favorite Transformer and why. Jake, I think we did this in the I think I was telling you we did this in the last Q&A, but I'd answer you anyway, right? Hold on, I'm just looking at my notes. Shit. Stand by! Alright, I don't have it in my notes. But anyway, favorite Transformer, in Transformers Cybertron, I've done a video of this guy. His name is Armorhide? Watch the last Q&A, Q&A 44. Armorhide is awesome. He's this little blue truck. He's like a tow truck, and his tow mechanism becomes his weapon. And he's stocky, he's short, and he looks like he's tough, and he's pretty awesome. That would be it. It's Transformers Cybertron Armorhide. Final answer. FTW Wrestling wants to know what's the name and age of my son or daughter / daughter. Dude, thank you for following my show. Secondly, thank you for asking. Thirdly, if you don't know that I have only just the one son, what the fuck? WTF, man. No, here you go. Oh, FTW. Is that just WTF backwards? This is my question to you. Feisty Pants is his name. His age is younger than me. That is all the world will know. Barry Francis wants to know, what? Oh, we were talking, he doesn't want to know anything, but we were talking about having, G1 figures and how awesome they were, and yes, they were! Soundwave, you said, I think you said you didn't have Soundwave? He was actually the most, out of like the first line of guys, he was the most accurate toy compared to the cartoon. What happens is everybody was, all those Transformers are made from previous lines of transforming robots back in Japan, and they just brought like, oh, we're going to use this guy for this guy, and this guy is going to be this guy, and they became Transformers. If you, shit, what are they called? Diaclones? Diaclones are like the Transformers. They're the same model toy. I used to have a Sunstreaker in red. They were just the same model toy, no logos, and they were found in different colors. I think you can get like Ironhide and black. Who else? Trying to think who else I had. I don't remember. I had Ironhide in black, and I had Sunstreaker in red. And shit, I don't remember who else I had. But they were available. They were called Diaclones. There was a couple other lines of toys. I don't remember what they were called. And then they all merged together to become Transformers. And in the second season of Transformers, when you get the newer guys like Hoist and Grapple and the second wave of jets like Dirge, Ramjet, and Thrust, the show started drawing them more toy accurately, so that they would represent the toys a little more than the toys looked. That's why, like, Hoist and Grapple are, like, in the cartoon, they're all, like, big and bulky. As opposed to, like Hoist is fat and bulky, instead, compared to Trailbreaker, who is drawn very tall and lean, yet they're the same toy, and they're both fat and bulky. So that's why you get it like that. But in the original wave of figures, Soundwave is the most accurate, and he was awesome. Yes. Brandon Sadowski wants to know what's my favorite food and drink. Pasta. I will eat pasta any goddamn day of the week. And also, if you're out like at a place and you don't know what to order their hamburger / cheeseburger if you like the cheeseburgers. I don't always go with the cheese when I'm in someplace new because I don't know how old their cheese has been sitting out. But a standard hamburger is, you can judge a place by their hamburger. If they make a shitty hamburger, the odds are the rest of their food is shitty. Bartender from The Shining wants to know, what's my favorite song of the 80s? Dude, the 80s were a very happening time. And they had a lot of good songs, man. Now, here's a song. It's not necessarily my favorite, but this is the one you should go and look up. It's called Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles. It is so appropriate. It's on this CD here, Pure 80s. And I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. Just type in the Buggles. But it's just a hilarious of a song. I love it. What else do I love? The Police had a song, Every Breath You Take, was voted like #1 on all the Billboard charts of the entire 80s. So, I mean, if you could believe that. That's not my favorite, though. Brandon Gretaman wants to know quite a few things. Who will win? Leatherface, Jason, Freddy, or Chucky? I gotta stick with Michael Myers. Who do you pick to be the WWE champ and why? Roman Reigns, because he's awesome. You'll get there eventually. If you could make an app, what would it be called and why? I cannot tell you that because I'm making an app, and I don't want any internet bastard thieves to steal my ideas before they come to fruition. And if you could make a video, same thing, if you could make a video game, what would it be called and why? It would be called Alex's fucking video game. And why? Because it's fucking awesome. And what would you do? I don't even know. But you'd be playing it because it's my video game. That random kid wants a shout-out. Dude, you're awesome, but I don't do shout-outs. But I do answer questions. So if you ask me, can I have a shout-out? I will answer your question. No, you cannot have a shout-out. But yet you had a question on my Q&A, and therefore you are recognized. Rob Bailey wants to know... What? Oh, I'm sorry. He wants to know, have I seen Age of Ultron? What do you think, and what do you expect? Oh, as if I hadn't seen it. I did see it! I went to go see it last night. It was fucking awesome. Friday night, Saturday? Friday night. I went to go see it Friday night. It was awesome. I made a review. It was cool. I went to go see it twice already. I went Saturday afternoon. I had nothing to do. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go back and see the fucking Avengers. And, in the video I said I was going right back in because there was probably an 11 o'clock show. And, I didn't go in. I went home and I uploaded a video and my YouTube app crashed, so I had to delete it off my phone and then reinstall it on my phone so I could share the video, and it was fucking forever. And by the time I made the video, I was like, oh, you know what, I'm going to do a second video because I forgot things out. So I kind of spliced them together so it looks like I'm like, don't know what I'm talking about. But it's hilarious! And the movie was great. Feisty Pants loved it too. He was laughing throughout the entire movie. There was a lot of fight scenes. He likes the action. And a lot of the jokes were adult, not necessarily adult funny, but, you know, if you're, you know, a typical 5-year-old, you're not going to get it. But it was great! I loved it! And, just because, to save you, what do you call it? I don't want to ruin it, but stick around through the credits because there is an end scene. There was a big, rumor going around that there wasn't going to be an end, like a credit scene in the end, but there is, and it's not the Spider-Man one. That was fake! Fake, you fuckers! Fucker, fake, fucking fucks. Elite Cardbusters wants to know! Sorry, he wants to see more baseball card videos! Good news! There's more coming! And Lucas wants to know, he says, some of the last Marvel movies are an insult to Stan Lee, like Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, and all the Wolverine movies. You know what, dude? Here's the thing. I said in the comments the other day I was going to debate this on the Q&A. Here's the thing. Stan Lee approves this shit. You interview him, and he's like, yeah, this is great, and this is Spider-Man, and he came this way, and Wolverine, he's, you know, can't die, and all this other shit about the Avengers. Here's the thing. I get what you're saying, but you're expressing it the wrong way. What I think you're trying to say is that you don't approve of two things. The other movie studio that is making, you know, the Tobey Maguire Iron Mans, and I'm sorry, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man and all the X-Men Wolverine movies, they have no idea what they're doing. They're ruining it entirely. And you're absolutely right. Those movies are awful. However, the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, he was a much better Spider-Man than Tobey Maguire was. And, I mean, you know, people hate that movie for whatever reason, but he was a good Spider-Man. He was more like Peter Parker than Tobey Maguire ever was. And if you're trying to tell me that, what's her name? The girl who's Tobey Maguire's height, and she played Mary Jane. I can't think of her name, but she's not the best actress, man. So I do agree with you that movie studio house is making terrible Marvel movies. But everybody who's making the Avengers, Iron Man, granted Iron Man 3 was pretty awful. Ant-Man's coming up, is going to be hysterical. The Thor movies were really good. There's not a lot you can do with Thor unless you make him like, you know, the unstoppable day. I mean, he's a demigod. But they made it so that he's not so much of a god figure, but he's more powerful like a superhuman. These guys are friggin' brilliant. That's why they're collaborating with the Spider-Man producer guys, because they want to get the Civil War going. So, yes, I do get what you're saying, but you gotta understand it's, you know, you're comparing apples and oranges, almost. Everybody there's two different movie production houses going on. There's the people making Iron Man, Captain America, the Avengers, Thor, and the Hulk movies. They're in one movie house, and then there's a whole other production company making Spider-Man and the Mutants, the X-Men. And they're ruining it! They are! I mean, look at fucking, not Age of Apocalypse, what's the one they just did? Days of Future Past! They're gonna send, it was almost good, but it ruined it in the fucking opening scene. They send Wolverine back in the past. Okay, I'll buy that. You know, he's got the healing factor. He's fucking Wolverine. He's the face of the fucking X-Men. But Shadowcat sends him back in the past? She has no time-traveling abilities. And you have fucking Bishop standing right there. Doing what? Bishop is the time traveler. Jesus fucking Christ. That's what drives me crazy, and I hope that's what you're talking about. Yeah. Otherwise, I love the Avengers. I thought it was hysterical. A lot of good, funny scenes in there. I had a lot of fantasizing with Scarlett Johansson going on in my mind. And, you know, there was one scene where she's in a bathrobe, and I'm like, oh, she's in a bathrobe. And, lots of good stuff. All right, everybody. Q&A every Sunday. I'm going to try to stick to toy hunts every Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm making videos. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, action figure reviews and other fun stuff. Leave your comments all week long. I'll write them down like this, and then I'll answer them like this. Also, if you haven't caught on, I started doing Instagram. I am my pal Alex _photos. Photophilia. Hello? Frito? Photos. And at the original champ, he's got Fishing Guy 75 is his thing on YouTube, and he's at the original champ on the Twitter. And we're doing fishing videos. We got a couple up already, but we're still working on the rest. But the two are really funny, so you gotta go watch them. Like this video, leave me a comment, and subscribe for more.